Welcome to SRMV News. Monkeypox, who publicizes absolute best alert over outbreak. The monkeypox outbreak has been declared a World Health Emergency by the World Health Organization. The classification is the absolute best alert that the WHO can difficulty and follows an international upsurge in cases. It got here at the give-up of the 2D Assembly of the WHO's Emergency Committee on the virus. More than 16,000 cases have now been reported from 75 countries, said WHO Director Customary Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. There had been 5 deaths so far as an end result of the outbreak, he added. There are only 2 different such health emergencies at current, the coronavirus pandemic and the continuing effort to eradicate polio. Dr. Tedros stated the emergency committee had been unable to reach a consensus on whether or not the monkeypox outbreak need to be classified as a global health emergency. However, he stated the outbreak had spread round the world rapidly and he had determined that it was indeed of global concern. Too little used to be understood about the new modes of transmission which had allowed it to spread, stated Dr. Tedros. The WHO's evaluation is that the danger of monkeypox is reasonable globally and in all regions, barring in the European region, the place we investigate the danger as high, he added. There was also a clear danger of an addition international spread, though the chance of interference with international visitors remained low for the moment, he said. Dr. Tedros said the assertion would assist velocity up the improvement of vaccines and the implementation of measures to restriction the unfold of the virus. The WHO is additionally issuing tips which it hopes will spur nations to take motion to cease transmission of the virus and shield those most at risk. This is an outbreak that can be stopped with the proper techniques in the right groups, Dr. Tedros said. Monkeypox was first discovered in Central Africa in the 1950s. In the UK, there have so a long way been greater than 2,000 established cases. Health officials are already recommending people at absolute best threat of exposure to monkeypox, together with some homosexual and bisexual men, as well as some healthcare people, have to be presented a vaccine. Initial signs commonly consist of excessive fever, swollen lymph nodes and a blistery, chickenpox-like rash or lesions, frequently on the mouth or genitals in the recent cases. Infections are commonly mild. Declaring an international emergency is a widespread act. It is a rallying cry for nations to take the virus seriously. It raises awareness around the world and it can assist poorer international locations get the tools they want to control monkeypox. In principle, we have the equipment to seize the virus. Monkeypox does no longer unfold as without problems as COVID and we already have a vaccine, developed for smallpox, that presents good protection. And whilst every body can trap monkeypox, the outbreak is overwhelmingly targeted in homosexual and bisexual men, as nicely as different men who have intercourse with men. This can make the outbreak less difficult to tackle, as efforts, together with vaccines and public fitness information, can be centered at those most at risk. But remember, there are nonetheless international locations where same-sex relationships are illegal, and stigma and persecution can act as a barrier to help. Whether we can stop monkeypox is as plenty a societal and cultural project as it is about the virus. Thanks for watching.